Hey lovelies, welcome to the channel. So today, for the first time in a little while actually, I have an art journal process video for you. Today was just one of those days where I got started in my art journal and just seemed to be on a bit of a roll and just spent the day playing with paint and ink, so it was a fun day. And I happened to record one of my videos, so yeah, that's what I'm sharing with you today. So I've got a thing for stars and galaxies at the moment. I've been watching lots of galaxy videos and coming up with my own process for doing it. Now, I'm not a big fan of watercolor, mostly because they're just very, very light. And I like a darker kind of coverage. So I thought I'd give it a go using some acrylic paint and a lot of water. So that's what I decided to do today. Now, I'm on a Facebook group that has a monthly challenge, and this month's challenge was a quote and a mood board, but that also had a quote. And it featured a certain amount of darkness is needed to see the stars, or something like that. And to me, that was, just asking for a galaxy kind of page. So that's what I did. And yeah, I wanted to give it a go using some acrylic paint. So I've got out all the blues in my Dylusions. So I've got After Midnight, London Blue, Periwinkle Blue. I got my white and my black. And then I went and grabbed the Dina wakley Night. Now, Night is my absolute favourite colour when it comes to a dark colour palette. It's a very, very dark blue. So when you add water and spread it out, you can see those blue tones, but also that darker, heading towards black kind of shade. So it was kind of perfect for this. So I spend a lot of time applying paint and spreading it around. I have used a lot of water because I did want that flowy movement kind of look. So I didn't want it just straight acrylic paint. I did want it to blend and bleed together. So that's why I'm using a lot of water. Bear in mind, the majority of this video, it will look like a hot mess. And even I'm not too fond of it during this process, always wondering if it's actually going to turn out. But it's part of the process. So I tend to leave a middle section a bit lighter because, I like the colour variation. And so I do a few layers. I have cut out all my drying time. I use my heat gun to dry in between layers. When there's a lot of water and a lot of movement, a lot of blending, I like to dry it a bit and then go back in with another layer. As you can see, it does get lighter as it dries, and I just wanted to make sure it was fully dry before I went back in with some more colour or another layer before I move on. So I'm focusing on the night and the after midnight in the Dylusions. But I'm about to bring in some black. So I decided to put some black around the edges and then little bits in the middle, but I still add a fair amount of water. So I spend a lot of time doing this. This is the longest part of the entire process. And it was just one of those things where I just kept adding paint, adding water until I was happy with it. So yeah, lots of mixing, lots of water and lots of paint. But it is the most fun part. Actually, no, I lie. The next part's the best part. But when you're in the mood to just play with paint, it's a great thing to do. This is a really great process to give a go when you just want to, mess around with some paint and just, play with a paintbrush. It's not often that you'll actually see me with a paintbrush. Very rarely do I use a paintbrush. Generally, it's either a card or a silicone thingy or a palette knife or my hands. Very rarely do I have a paintbrush. So just one of those times when you just want to play with paint and a paintbrush, this is a great activity for it. So like I was mentioning before, this journal page was done as part of the November challenge in the Soul Sisters art group that I'm in. And I had every intention of going out into my craft room today and doing some December daily videos, but I got sidetracked with my art journal. I don't even remember how it started. I think I was cleaning up my desk, found some paint and thought, oh, that'd work well. And that's what happens. I get very distracted very easily. And so I went out intending to do one thing and ended up spending the entire day in my art journal playing with paint. So yes, that's why we don't have a December daily video today. But to make up for it, I think I'll do a double page spread tomorrow. So I thought I'd share my art journal page with you. So now this is the best part of doing a galaxy journal page, making the stars. Now, we know how much I love to throw around paint or my paint pens. I love to make a mess, so it's the best part. In this case, I got a fan brush, dipped it in my white Dylusions paint, and then just flicked it over my page. It's also why I got different varying shapes in my stars, which I'm attempting to fix now, but I just make it worse. Wait till you see me actually drop my paintbrush and make a really weird looking shape. But, you know, it is a journal page. See right there, I dropped my paintbrush. It's an art journal page, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But that little weird cross thing there, I do cover up because I don't like it at all. You did notice a part that where I did the stars, I didn't like them at all, so I wiped it off with a wet one because the paint was still wet, covered it up with some more black, and then just, yeah, filled it in with some more stars. I did want to add the quote, and I did want it to be fairly big, so I printed it out on my computer with my typewriter font. I don't have a typewriter yet, I'm working on it, so I cheat and use my printer. I used a typewriter font and I printed up. So in this case, I didn't want it to be nice and crisp, so I scrunched it up, and then I'm getting some paint and running it along the grooves just to sort of grunge up that paper a little bit, and then I'm going to cut it out and stick it right in the middle of my layout. And that's going to be my quote. So, you know me, I love to have a focal image, and in this case, the quote is that focal image. I really wanted that quote to just be right in the middle of that starry background. And yeah, that's exactly what I got. So I was really happy with this page. It turned out exactly as I hoped. And yeah, I really like it. So that's my journal page for today. I hope you enjoyed my process. I know it was just a lot of paint and water, but it's a lot of fun. It's definitely one of those activities when you just want to throw some paint around. So yes, thanks for watching, and I will be back tomorrow with a December daily video, because I know we haven't had very many this week, and we do need to get some more done. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to catch up. So yeah, come back tomorrow for that. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.